low blood sugar.
Can you say?
KEET TV presents Homework Hotline, the after-school show that fuses learning with fun. Watch local teachers bring the classroom on air and online. This is Homework Hotline.
Welcome to Homework Hotline. My name is Amy Taylor and I teach 7th and 8th grade math at Sunnybrae Middle School in Arcata.
And my name's Pam Halstead. I taught science at Fortuna High School.
Yay, and I'm wearing orange and this could work too for fall colors because of all the wonderful things in fall. Plus, Game 5, Giants Dodgers, I have to say go Giants.
Oh my gosh.
All those things together.
Do we ever, yeah. So true. Well, I'm so happy that we're here talking about this because this is what's happening right now.
Yes.
Yes, it's amazing.
It's called fall. No.
Yes, that's right. I know, it's pretty cool, huh? Because the leaves fall down.
Exactly.
It's so true. All right, well, we have an opening slide which does say that, so we're going to take a look at that. And it's leaves that are falling down. You know, I'll bet you, Amy, that this is eastern United States because we do not have the colors. They have hardwood trees, which are trees like, and we tend to have softwood trees, which are trees that have needles and scales.
I was thinking
we have a lot more.
Natonville, Willits, you kind of get some of that yellow
and
orange.
You do.
So you get a little bit different because it's a little warmer there maybe
That's
or something?
Right, yeah. So it's just different in terms of the season and the temperature.
These are more art trees.
I know, it's so cool. So the first thing, let's take a look at actually what season we're in. So this is a graphic, it's a diagram. So we have at the top, it says March, and then it goes December, September, June. Where are we right now, do you think? Tell us, please. At the top, the bottom, the right, or the left?
We are, if I look at that, we're between the left and the bottom.
Yes. Yes. Okay, very good.
Wait, no,
opposite.
Sorry, I'm looking at the...
It's hard. It's orientation. It's difficult.
If I look at that, it's between the right and the bottom.
Yes, the right and the bottom.
Sorry, I'm just looking back.
No problem at all. So right now it's 1 month after September, and so it shows here that there's 89.8 days between basically fall and winter.
When was the September equinox? Was it the 21st?
The 23rd.
23rd.
It varies though.
Yes,
sometimes it's the 23rd, sometimes the 22nd.
And if it's the 14th, then we're like 21 days, like 3 weeks past the fall equinox, or the September equinox, and we're heading towards the December solstice.
So when it says equinox, it means equal day length and night time. And then what happens on the winter solstice when that, in terms of day, and what's longer, the day or the night during the winter?
Night. It's like all of a sudden you're like, wait, is it 9? And it's like 4:30.
I know. It's already dark. Oh my gosh. And you guys, I think at the beginning of November, we're going to switch to, we're going to fall backwards, fall back. So that means we're going to set the clocks back.
But that means you wake up with a little more sun because it's so dark in the morning.
It's so good.
And then we switch it so we can actually have some sun when we wake up.
Right. It's so true. Especially us, the teachers have to get up really early and stuff.
It's so dark.
It's very true. All right, so we're going to look at the next slide here, and what we're going to do, you're going to do, Amy.
Okay.
All right, some leaves fall and some leaves don't. So we're going to say there's fall leaves and there's the stay leaves, the leaves that don't go.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to have a group of fall and a group of stay. So here's a bucket you're going to put it in, so we'll put it over next to you. Okay. And then I went to the Arcata Marsh, which is a wonderful place to
You go there a lot.
I know, I do every single day, really, in the morning. So yeah, we walk our dog there. It's awesome. So we have a bunch of branches here. Now here's what I want you to try to do. There will be 5 branches in one of these buckets, if you've done it correctly, and 6 branches in the other bucket. Oh my gosh, he's beautiful. There's a little spider at the top.
Oh,
it's a lovely spider. We'll be careful with it. Go ahead then, Amy, and pick any branch you think that goes into the, let's label these.
Okay.
This is the stay.
It's going to stay in there.
It's going to stay. Basically, what I mean by stay is the leaves won't fall off.
And it's going to stay in the bucket then.
Stay in the bucket, bingo. And this is going to be the fall leaves, the ones that fall off, okay?
And that's going to go in this bucket.
Yes, you got it.
And I can guess?
You so can. Please do. You remember, you're going for 5 branches over there. And pull them out, don't worry about it. You know, if leaves fall off, it's okay. They're going to, because everybody's really tight in here.
Is this the same thing? No,
you know, they're
different.
separate, but you can take them together if you want. Doesn't matter. I'll hold them for you as you remove them.
Look at the ones I think are falling. That looks like it'll fall off.
Okay, good.
This looks like it'll fall off.
Okay, yes. And you know what? These are one. Count these as one because for some reason we got 2 branches of that same thing. Okay.
I have this at my house, so I know that falls off.
Beautiful. Okay, very good. You keep it however you want to do.
I'm not sure.
And you're kind of, do you have access to everything? Not necessarily.
I'm not sure.
Okay, whatever you think.
I think.
Okay, cool.
This one. So now I'm up to 3.
You're up to 3.
Go 4.
Cool. Yes, yes, yes.
And do I have another? Are these?
Wait, you have something in your hand?
Yeah, I know. I was seeing if this is my 5th.
Oh yeah, sure.
Or I have a different one.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go 5th.
Okay. You have done this correctly, and the one I thought would flip you or not, you wouldn't do properly. Well, actually, you haven't. Sorry, I'm wrong. Okay, here's a tree that we have in our house that is actually one of those that
so
falls.
I did miss one.
You did miss one, but it makes sense because look at it. It looks like these other ones, doesn't it? The only hint is that we've got some brown.
Okay.
So
I wonder which one of these is opposite.
Well, this one is, no, you're good, because 5, and now we have 5 here, and now we have 6 over here.
Oh, so we're
so
okay.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
We're fine.
But I probably still wouldn't have guessed that. I just guessed like,
No.
oh, maybe it's dying or something.
No, exactly. And so we're going to flip these around. Could you flip yours around like so that we have this? These are all called evergreen trees. And Amy has the deciduous. Deciduous or decidu in Latin means basically to fall off.
Yes.
To fall off. So, okay, so these are.
We can move them to the side so
yes,
they can see us.
move the side so they can see us. Okay, put them over here.
Like we're
yeah, that's a good idea.
It's fun to be hidden in a
I
forest.
know. Okay, so here's some, let's just talk about some cool stuff. All right, so like, is there any plant that you recognize here? Like if I pull, this one is a relative of this plant. Wait, gee whiz. Okay, this plant and this plant are the same plant except they're different species of that plant. So it's like saying pine, and there's a sugar pine and a beech pine. Okay, these are both redwoods.
Okay.
There's 3 species of redwoods that are alive on the planet now. This, sequoia. This one's Sequoia sempervirens, living, and this one's Sequoia that I can't remember the species name, but it's known as the dawn redwood.
Okay.
So this one is from China.
Okay.
And we brought some over here, and they've got some of them at Humboldt State and
but they're not,
Fortuna.
They're not taking over though, like some non-native.
Oh, not at all. It's not a non-native that people are afraid of.
Yeah, it kind of grows with it. It kind of blends well.
It blends well, absolutely. So here, this is not evergreen. This is deciduous.
Okay.
And this is evergreen. Okay.
So is that this thing that's falling off here?
Oh yeah, falling. In fact, we can just put it with. Here, we'll just put the whole thing. Is there more?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So this is the one that falls. That was from
yes,
China.
the falls.
Okay.
Okay, then is there any other? This one maybe you'll recognize.
I feel like these are like the Christmas trees.
I know, yeah, and so cool. These have their seeds in cones, and these have them in flowers over here. So, all right, but look at this. Look at this.
Conifer?
Yeah, it's a conifer. For sure it's a conifer. It has needles. Sometimes the needles are long and skinny. And let me say that they're a lot of times Christmas trees. What else do I want to say about them? You can get one that's, the first name is Sugar, and it's a big, long, big, huge cone. And it smells good. They all smell good that are this kind.
Yes, I know. I just can't.
No problem. There's too much pressure. Pine. This is
pine. I was
it's a short pine. I know you were, but don't worry about it.
I was thinking that's probably too generic, and then all pine.
You did great. No, that's really good. Okay. No, it's easy, but don't worry about it. You know, you said you had a plant over here. This, by the way, is cool because it's already turning. This is a plum tree.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I have
it's
those
already
on my
turning.
house too.
So the base pigment is the color, the stuff. Here, let's do this first. Here, hold on. Let me go to what we did. There's our fall, and there's our
big leaf maple,
our
red,
stay.
Cherry, apple, willow,
I missed the
cherry.
cherry. I got plum instead, but yeah.
Coast redwood, Sitka spruce, peach pine, Douglas fir.
Yeah, and Sitka spruce is the one that hurts when you hold it.
But they also do that for redwood trees. I mean, sorry, for Christmas trees. I think they have that.
They're spruce though. Yeah, I mean those spruce ones hurt when you touch them because they're pokey.
All these smell good.
Smell wonderful because of their sap. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take a look. Why do you have this green stuff? Because you need photosynthesis.
Yes.
Okay, so what's going into the plant in the picture that we've got on the screen? Tell us what's going into the plant to make photosynthesis happen.
Water.
Yes.
Carbon dioxide and sunlight.
Bingo. Okay, so you've got
And then
stuff.
plants help us.
Yes, they do, because what's coming out of the plant?
Oxygen and sugar.
Yeah, and how do we get the sugars that are in plants? What do we do to the plants? What do we do to the plants? Like, we grow them, and then what do we do to get what's in the plant? Do we breathe the plant?
You do breathe.
You breathe it, but that's oxygen, and I
Yes,
like that.
yes.
That's good. But when you're trying to get a sugar from a plant, what might you do?
Eat it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you have to eat the plant. So we cannot just make the sugar inside, but the plants are miraculous and can do that.
Yes.
Yeah, and so the thing I wanted to add to this is this going to help you have a little quiz at the end. This is going to help Amy answer properly. The more light and the warmer the atmosphere, the faster photosynthesis happens.
Yes, that
So
makes sense.
yeah, I mean it does kind of.
Well,
right?
that's why, like, if you like visit you on the south side where you plant plants, and then sometimes even Humboldt County doesn't grow well depending on if you have trees or whatever,
Right.
gardens, whereas you do it somewhere else, like in the Central Valley, whoo, you guys,
Yes.
you get more sun and everything, so
Right.
it does change. That makes sense.
It does,
'cause
and
it
that's
needs that sun.
yeah. The
more.
breadbasket of the United States is the Central Valley.
Is that where they do? What is it called? Where they're in the houses and then
Greenhouses?
Greenhouses, because that helps trap
Yes,
like the heat.
that's
inside
right.
there?
Mhm, That
Okay.
does. It helps the plants are growing to
that's the heat.
germinate,
Okay.
especially germination helps that way too. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one now. This chlorophyll. So there's a picture there of the sun, and there's two lines coming to the leaf,
Okay.
and that's a kind of light. So that's blue light and red light, and that's part of what it's a kind of ultraviolet or the light that it's absorbing, and then you see that's absorbed by the leaf, but what you see is what's reflected, and that's green.
chlorophyll,
It's
green.
not absorbing. That is, but there's a bunch of chlorophylls. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are chemicals, and so not only is there green chlorophyll, but then,
Red.
Yeah, well actually, let me get this straight, because I just screwed myself up there, and I didn't mean to say that. There's different kinds of chlorophylls, like A, B, C, and D, and all that, and
okay.
they're all green. I was wrong
Okay.
that way. But then there's different pigments, because chlorophyll is a pigment.
okay.
And the pigment that's this one is kind of a reddish sort
Brown
of
or
color.
something, yeah.
Reddish, brownish is what it looks like right now, yeah. But yellow, there's yellow too, and I don't know, see on this big leaf maple,
Yeah.
how this is turning kind of yellow
Yellow,
and brown. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the next one and then talk
Interesting that
about.
they absorb the red and blue. You don't think
Yeah.
that because you just see the green.
That's true. That's true. Here, let's put these down because we're going to need to clean it up eventually doing what we're doing. Just the buckets, and then we can talk about what.
We could take some out for
Okay,
fun
yeah, that's
while
good.
we're
I
waiting.
like that idea. Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, nice. So we just have it. It's decorative
green.
and useful, educational.
Pretty green.
Nice. Okay, so there's different leaf types. All right, Amy, pick an evergreen plant right now from our pile here. Just pick it.
I like this.
Nice. I'm going to pick a deciduous one. This is big leaf maple right here, even though it doesn't look too big, but
Type of pine.
Yes.
A conifer. Type
so
of,
I have broadleaf and Amy has needle leaves.
Okay.
So what is great about my leaves is that they make more food because there's more space to do it. Like if you
Okay.
look at one of your leaves, like pull one of your leaves off. I'll pull one of mine off. Oh Lord! Little Amy's tiny little leaf there is going to do the best it can to photosynthesize, but it doesn't have enough surface area to do it
Okay.
as much. So that's a pro of this, a good thing. So, but the thing is, to make this, it takes a lot more energy than to make the teeny thing that you have.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
look how many it makes, so it
Yes.
makes up for that. This can freeze when it gets colder. Also, it can lose more water, and in that case, it can just dry up. And that's
Okay,
kind of
okay,
happening.
okay.
We have a really dry season right now and a drought,
Yeah.
and some plants are doing that. So the solution is, during the time of year when it gets colder and when there's less sun, fall off. Just make these things fall off because you kind of go into a dormancy sort of
Okay.
thing.
But because these are so little, they can kind of stay on.
They
during the
stay
winter.
on. They stay on for more reasons than that even.
Okay.
So they can it helps the plant photosynthesize year round. They don't freeze either because they have that sap, that nice
Oh,
smell.
yeah.
Yeah, and they lose less water because there's less surface area.
Okay.
Yeah. And they don't make as much food, but look how many. The plant makes
Yeah.
up for it by making more. Yeah. And then, so the solution is keep all of them on year round. These, make them fall off and then grow them again. because you can really go for it in spring and summer. You can really pump up the sugar, but then you can just kind of go dormant and not worry about it when it's winter. Okay. Now these are the colors different colors of different pigments. So chlorophyll's the one that absorbs, these all absorb different kinds of light, but they are all, chlorophyll's on the top, and then when the plant stops making chlorophyll, the leaf turns yellow. That's the first thing to turn. And then orange is the next color. And then some plants even turn kind of a reddish color. So each of these is a different sort of pigment, but they all, so it's like, you're like, where did these come from? Why are they turning? It's because they were there all the time. You just had to get rid of the green.
And do you get different light because it's a different type of year in terms of what we're talking about between the...
I think no, it's not like, okay, well, maybe, I don't know about, I think the main thing is you're shutting the chlorophyll off to expose, because some of these, like apparently the red color is actually protective, so it's like underneath the chlorophyll to protect the leaf, and so it's just hidden.
Okay, so then it's like, okay, we're gonna die, or they're gonna fall off, we don't want to use that energy anymore, then they start changing and you see the other.
That's it, you see the other colors, yeah. It's cool.
That smells so good.
I know it does. So the other thing is the shape of the tree. Like if you're talking about, how would you put your hands if you were going to show an apple tree, like the top part of the apple tree like this or like this, an apple tree?
Out.
Yeah. So this is the way an apple tree is, which is a nice way to be.
Yes.
It's lovely if you're an apple tree. But what's it going to be like when it snows? Whoa, your branches are going to fall off. And what if it gets really windy? Whoa, there goes your branches and you might fall down. So this kind of shape right here, like the triangle, it causes the snow to fall off more easily. It retains water better, just rather than being open like this. And also it's less likely to get, if it gets whipped around, it still can maintain its little leaves. It still maintains itself. So there's another good thing about being evergreen in the wintertime. All right, we're going to do a little quiz here, and then we're going to do our final kind of fun activity. It's an art activity. Okay, here you go. You have 6 questions, ready or not. You read the question.
Why do leaves change color? We just said chlorophyll.
Yes. What gives them the green color? Totally chlorophyll.
Oh, sorry. What gives
no, it's good. Absolutely. No, just checking. Okay, now your next question is there.
What is the function of the green color? I don't know if we said what the green color
absorbs water. Oh, so it's chlorophyll. Green color's chlorophyll.
Yes, but what does it do?
Does it absorb water? Does it absorb sun? Or does it absorb carbon dioxide?
It absorbs sunlight, right?
Yeah, you're right. That's the color here.
Or blue and red.
Yes. Okay, then we have the other question. It goes to 6. A pigment is...
a natural coloring?
Yes, it's a natural coloring. It is neither a baby pig nor a leaf. All right, go ahead.
What do leaves make that helps the tree grow? Sugar.
Yes, sugar is the food, and it needs it. The other thing people don't know about is these make oxygen, but they also need oxygen to break food down. Okay, and then your next question is?
As summer turns to fall, what natural change tells the leaves that it's time to change color? Fewer hours of sunlight?
Yep, fewer hours of sunlight. That's it.
It's like, oh, less sun. I need to
that's
conserve.
Right. It's time to conserve and dump those leaves. If that's what you're doing.
And the last one.
And the last one is?
During the winter, the tree will have to survive with less heat?
Yep, with less heat. So the temperature changes, so the photosynthesis really slows down.
Okay, nice. Do you want to take this in a...
I would love to. Let's do that.
Do you take it with the whole thing, like this?
Oh, yeah, that's a perfect way to do it. Okay. Yeah. Good idea.
That'll
Yay!
Go faster.
Here we go, down.
Fast transfer.
All right, nice. Now we're going to do a cool thing that's called leaf rubbing. So, Amy, actually we have to choose leaves. So you can choose as many as you want, and they can be either evergreen or, I'll take an evergreen. And you get, and I get, clipboards, because you need a flat surface, everyone.
Okay.
Even though this is going to be fine too, but there's a few little...
Okay, I don't know if we can cut these off. Okay, I'll just try
that. Probably help yourself.
Well, no, oh, there, okay.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, so you take leaves, and you need a piece of paper.
Okay.
Piece of paper, just one piece of paper.
Okay.
And oh yeah, and I should get more leaves. Here, I'll do the same.
Here, I have a little, maybe I'll do like 3 or something.
Okay, yeah, you can do it. Oh, there's a spider in mine. Better be careful.
Do you want a big one? You can, I have a big one.
Sure, that's wonderful. Okay,
I have
good.
a small one.
So now the trick is we have to turn the leaves upside down because that's the bumpy part.
Okay.
Okay, so we turn them upside down.
This one.
And you can arrange them how you would like to.
Yeah,
Like to
I'll
make
do
something
like
kind of
3. Yes, I'm gonna do
attractive,
like 3
pretty.
like that.
Okay, good. And then take your other paper
Okay.
and you're going to push it down on this. And then you brought us some awesome colors. I have them, you have them. And pencils, I did pencils yesterday and they turned out really nicely too.
Do you want to do pencils and I do crayons, or do you want to just so we can show?
Yeah, I'll do pencils, you do crayons.
Okay.
That's perfect.
And does it matter the colors, or what do you?
No, any color you want, and you can decide how you want to do it. I mean, you can decide which ones you want to do.
Okay.
I'm going to do.
What do I do?
What do I have? I have 2 deciduous. I'm going to stick with 2 different colors. Okay, so now what you do is you rub it. You know, like you're trying to sharpen a pencil, just like this is the motion that you'll be using.
I'm doing it.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it neat? Okay. It's crazy. It's like you're an artist. Look at that. You're making a leaf. Yeah, it is. It's lovely.
Orange.
So the veins are the thing where the sugars and the water flow for the leaf.
Oh, that's so pretty.
So we're making the leaf show the veins and the stem, which is in the center.
Oh,
oh my goodness.
Pretty.
I know. I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, this is really neat.
There's another color, green.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, I lost my guy. Okay, there we go.
And again, you can do it with any leaf
Okay.
that you want, as long as you turn it upside down, because you need the bumpy part.
I don't know if this will work with the, like this one.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. I don't think I can flatten it enough.
I mean, it looks like I drew this, but all I'm doing is just going over the bumps. Okay, and I'm going to try
I think
this different color.
Evergreen, maybe.
Does the evergreen work? And not as well.
I think
deciduous better. It's easier. Oh, that's nice. Well, the thing about it is, it's just like these little pokey things anyway, huh?
I'll get it. I like
okay, good.
I like the big. These.
I do too. Wait, you're using crayons? Okay, here's the difference, you guys, between crayons and pencils.
I'll do one more.
Okay.
Do you have more paper?
Oh yeah. No, wait, I had more paper.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do a big one.
Oops.
I'll do a big one.
Okay, cool.
Green.
Yes, do a big one.
Oh, is this like a green blue? I'll do that.
So you can plan what you're doing. I mean, which leaves you want. I know, isn't it neat?
It's a big one. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I love the edges also.
Whoa, you can see
the edges
like
are really
everything.
neat. I know, it's amazing.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. So leaves store their chlorophyll in these cells called, these bodies or whatever parts in the cells called chloroplasts. And
this is so pretty.
yeah, it is. It's really neat.
It's fun to get these big maple leaves because you can really see
the
like
big maple leaves for sure. I'll try and then I was noticing, but at home, oh my gosh, look what it left behind.
That's cool.
It's kind of neat. It made its own little thing.
I picked a super big one.
Nice. I'm gonna try. This might work better.
Oh my gosh, look, this is so big.
Wow, it's fantastic.
I know,
that's a good
like
color too. This is another evergreen. This is a cedar, and it has scales rather than needles, which may work. We're going to find out if it works or not.
Whoa, that's so pretty.
Blue.
Aww.
Yeah, it is. It's very nice. Nice. Okay. So in your yard, Amy, do you have different sorts of trees?
Yes, I have maple.
Nice.
And then we have 3 cherry trees.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or 4. I don't know. They kind of like start to grow close. But
have
yes,
you noticed that
trees.
the cherry trees are changing and all of the leaves falling off?
Yes, a lot. And they get kind of gummy when they fall.
Oh, wow.
Well, because probably the mud, like the ground.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We also have a Japanese maple. So we have like
those
a
are so
traditional
beautiful.
maple and
Yes.
then a green Japanese maple.
That's so nice. Yeah, we have some as well as Japanese maples, and they're really some neat different kinds of them. One's called coral bark, the other ones, they have different names.
Yeah,
and
mine's
they're
like
beautiful.
the light green one. But then there are smaller maple leaves versus the bigger ones. Like
Yes,
this.
the giant ones. Yeah, I mean, that's where I got these. And this isn't even, I mean, they get way bigger, like yours. Oh my gosh, that's huge. And it looks kind of like the leaf is diseased with something, like when this starts to happen, but it's not. It's just literally stopping the production of chlorophyll. The other thing I did notice at the marsh was, because it's so dry, some of these leaves are just drying up literally before they're even,
before they fall off.
You guys, we need to hope for a good rainy season.
It's supposed to be raining, I think, this weekend and all next week.
That's right, on Sunday. Oh my gosh, all next week? Are you kidding? I did not hear that.
That's what it says.
I really enjoy hearing
you never know.
Dan Romano on News
the
Channel
yellow,
3.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Oh, is that him? He's so good. He explains all the science behind it.
The entire. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's the best.
Yes, he truly is.
Yes,
yeah.
if you want.
And also, if you get some really cool cloud pictures, he will. He does.
He puts them on, but he does all the science. He doesn't just say, "Oh, it's going to rain." He's like, he tells you like everything. Like, you feel like you're in like a science class.
I know, it's very cool.
Yes,
like what's happening.
And during like Halloween or Pi Day, he'll do like fun things. Like
it's great. Yeah, and he's from New Jersey.
Oh, is he?
Yes, I mean, he came all the way over here.
This is way different weather.
Yeah, it's very different.
Oh, this is fun.
Weather.
I did like yellow and then orange over it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
oh my gosh.
The yellow didn't show up as much, but it looks really nice with the orange.
Oh, it does. It's very nice. Let me see if I have.
I know you're just a full artist, even though.
Yeah. You're amazing. You just makes you feel so good, and all you're doing
add some green
is shading.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we had to do the outside with the green. Sort of a nude.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
You can like outline it with this color.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, no. It's sort of like, yeah, for sure the evergreen is not as great, but it's interesting.
Yes. Oh, look at your pretty ones.
Oh yes, they're very nice.
You see.
I know. Yeah, it's really cool.
Oh yeah, look at all of. We could put them out.
Oh yes, our plants, our plant rubbings.
So these were mine are crayons and hers are colored pencils, but it looks like they both
do really well. Actually, crayons do super well. And you know what else I tried yesterday was regular pencils even work. Yeah. So if you don't run, I mean, it doesn't do the color, but if you run out of these or don't have them available.
It will still look pretty like that.
Yeah, it does. It's really nice.
Well, these are just like leaves you can find on the ground or like at your house. It's like just if you're walking on a walk or something.
Yeah.
A lot of them are falling off right now, and these ones that fall off are doing really pretty designs.
Yeah, they are, especially,
Just you said flip them over so you can get all the veins and stuff.
Yeah, the bumpy part. The bumpy part's really nice, yeah. It's good. I know. Yeah, it's something to know that trees are so important to us, and just absolutely what you said about oxygen and breathing and doing all sorts of things like holding soil in place. Oh yeah, let's bring our plants up. Okay, nice. Yes. Yes.
Beautiful plants. And then we have
so go outside, you guys, and appreciate what we have, because here in Humboldt County, we have so many different plants, and they do well because we don't have super cold and we don't have super hot.
No.
So
enjoy it. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Like the Arcata Marsh is really pretty to go and walk around, or Sequoia Forest.
Oh,
we have so many McKay forests.
We do. Yeah, so many different forests. It's awesome. We're so happy that you guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes,
Go
thank
Giants.
you so much. Go Giants! Yay! You can do it.
Bye.
So true.